When you think you have COVID because everything you eat has no flavour, then you remember you live in England.
我们现在人在英国在台办事处，这个是英国文化协会的处长 Ralph， 这里是一堆英国刻板印象的梗图，给代表英国的英国人看英国的梗图，会让他有什么反应呢 ？Let's find out. Okay, Ralph, here are some memes for you to review.
Thanks, Ray.
These are some of the most popular British stereotypes that I can find on the internet.
Okay, great.
So I wanted to see how you would react to these guys.
Well, let's have a look then. This is the first one. A bottle of water. A water. Yeah, so this one's obviously about the different accents and dialects that exist in the UK and in the English language, actually. It's true, there are lots of different ways of speaking English. And you can get some very strong accents in the UK. I don't have much of an accent, I don't think, but if you go to Liverpool or Glasgow, you'll hear lots of different accents. I think this one's the London accent, isn't it? Bottle of water. English is a lingua franca. It's an international language. It belongs to everyone. So the important thing is not what you sound like. It doesn't matter if you sound American. It doesn't matter if you sound British. It doesn't matter if you sound Taiwanese. The important thing is that you can use English to communicate.
Oh, that's a very positive message. But I have a question. Why don't you guys pronounce your T's?
I don't know. I mean, my dad always used to tell me off, actually, when I was little. When I dropped my T, he'd tell me off. He'd say, "No, Ralph, it's water. It's water."
Oh.
So, you know, it's... But I think it's just because it's easy.
Like a natural evolution of language. Yeah. Next up.
Okay, next one, let me have a look. A few days of sun and everyone in the UK looks like this. Okay, these are stereotypes, but like all stereotypes, there's an element of truth, isn't there? I do tend to slap on the sunscreen when I visit the beach, you know, up in, in Danshui. I always put on lots of sunscreen because I do burn easily, I think, you know, that's
so you think that's true?
Yeah, well, for Northern Europeans, we go red quite easily.
You're pretty vulnerable to the sun.
Yeah, you know, we enjoy the sun, we like the sun, it's good to get out in the sun, but just be careful, you know. Another weather one. Come to England, they said. It's summer, they said. Again, a lot of truth in that. It does rain quite a lot in the UK, but that's okay. That's one of the things I love about the UK, and one of the things I love about Taiwan is that all of that rain makes our islands very beautiful, full of emerald green forests and lush green fields, full of rivers and lakes. You know, without that rain, the islands that we live on would be a lot less beautiful.
Oh, that's a very good way to put it. Yeah, I've never seen Taiwan in that light.
Drinking hot water with leaves. Yeah. Well, again, my favourite cup of tea is Yorkshire tea. I've got a mug on the go here. I drink about 3 or 4 mugs a day. The Brits do drink a lot. It's something that we have in common with Taiwan. We both love a mug of tea. Maps of pubs in the UK, another great British tradition. Yeah, I don't think we've quite got that many. I think that's an exaggeration. I don't think there are quite that many pubs, but we do like a drink. Everyone likes a drink. It helps to socialise, right? And in the UK, we tend to go to pubs. You know, great British tradition. We've had pubs in the UK for thousands of years.
So would you prefer a cup of tea or alcohol?
Me personally, I prefer a cup of tea. I mean, if I drank 4 mugs of beer, you know, I don't think I'd get much work done. But, when you think you have COVID because everything you eat has no flavour, then you remember you live in England. Yeah, well, that's not true.
That's not true.
That's definitely not true.
Okay.
Of course, food is fantastic in Taiwan. British cuisine isn't the best cuisine in the world, but it's absolutely by no stretch of the imagination bad. It's delicious. British food done properly is superb. Whether it's fish and chips, you know, which everyone always thinks of when you think of the UK, you know, Welsh lamb, Scottish salmon, cheddar cheese, bacon in the UK, best. You know, I haven't had better bacon anywhere else in the world. Again, we export a lot to Taiwan. £200 million worth of food and drink we exported to Taiwan.
So you're debunking this stereotype right here.
British food is great. You know, you can get bad food in the UK, but you can get bad food in Taiwan, right?
That's right, that's right.
It's the quality of the ingredients and it's the quality of the cooking. I am inevitable. Oh, that's Thanos, isn't it? My son likes that movie. And then I am immortal. It's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee this year. You know, 2022 marks the 70th anniversary of the Queen's coronation. She's been on the throne in the UK for 70 years.
70 years?
70 years.
Wow.
That's longer than any other British monarch. She's very well respected. Not just I think in the UK, but I genuinely think a figurehead for the UK for those 70 years provided a sense of continuity during a period of great social change. We're an old and complex society, and we really value our traditions. And we love the Queen.
Is it true that she's really immoral?
Well, I don't know, you'd have to, I mean, maybe. Long live the Queen.
好的，今天非常开心可以来到英国文化协会，甚至有一个机会跟处长拍影片。So thank you, Ralph. We just reviewed a couple of memes. I have to say I was actually pretty nervous just now. I didn't know how you would react to these memes. So what did you think of them in general?
Yeah, they were very funny. They were stereotypes, obviously, but in every stereotype there's a degree of truth, isn't there? That's why they're stereotypes.
Out of all the memes, which stereotype do you think is the most accurate?
We drink a lot of tea.
Yeah. Is this Yorkshire tea?
This is Yorkshire tea, yeah. It's very strong with milk.
How long have you been in Taiwan?
This is my 3rd year, so I got here in October 2019.
Beyond the memes, we're actually here today to talk about studying abroad.
Yes.
In the UK and in the US or all over the world, because I have a lot of followers who are still deciding whether or not they should study abroad. I actually asked them a question on Instagram where I had a poll for people to vote. The options were America, England, Australia, and I think New Zealand. And England came second.
Sure.
A little bit after the US. So I wanted to ask this question. What are some of the benefits of studying in the UK compared to the rest of the world?
Well, first of all, I'd say studying anywhere overseas is a great thing to do. You know, I studied overseas. It opens your world up to a wealth of opportunities. So, you know, go and study overseas. It'll be great. You'll love it. You won't look back. Studying in the US is a great choice, but there are lots of fantastic reasons why you should choose the UK. Our academic reputation, we're world renowned. In the Times Higher Education World University Rankings, the UK has had #1 spot for the last 6 years in a row, the University of Oxford. But it's not just the University of Oxford. You know, the University of Cambridge is in the top 10. We've got 11 universities in the top 100, 28 universities, I think, in the top 200. That's 17% of British universities in the top global 200 institutions. That's a higher percentage than American universities.
These are hard facts.
Hard facts, yeah. You're following in the footsteps of many other, you know, great thinkers. UK universities are very old. We've got a fantastic heritage, 1,000 years old, you know, almost. Oxford University, the oldest university in the UK, was established in 1069, I believe, which is 600 years before the first university in the USA, which was Harvard, established in the 17th century, if I'm correct.
Do you have all the numbers just here in your head? How do you know all this stuff?
It's my job. I've been working for the British Council for quite a long time, and so I talk about these things quite often.
Got it, got it.
It's not just about our tradition. We're also very innovative. We use the latest teaching theories of teaching and learning, which makes our graduates very employable. We make it easy for you to look for work, and then our universities give you all the skills that you need to have very successful careers. So, you know, study in the UK.
I think you just laid out an essay for everyone. But there are still some little hurdles that people go through.
Sure.
And so right after that poll, I asked them, what is stopping you from studying abroad?
Good question.
Besides money. We're going to go through some of them, and maybe Ralph, you can share with us some of your thoughts on how they can overcome the difficulties. I excluded studying in the US and the UK because it's hard to get a working visa there after graduation.
Okay, well again, I'm very happy to correct that. Actually, it's got a lot easier to apply for a work visa in the UK recently. In June 2021, the UK government launched the graduate route. You can stay in the UK to find work for up to 2 years after your undergraduate degree, for up to 3 years after your PhD.
It's becoming even easier.
Relatively recently, so that's only from June 2021.
They talk about being afraid of the new environment, especially when they have to travel and live alone without my friends and family.
Yeah, I get that. I studied overseas. It's really exciting, isn't it? It's a great thing to do, but it can be, from my own experience, I know it can be daunting, it can be challenging. It's a strange new world. 600,000 international students studied in the UK last year. That's more than 20% of the whole student population.
That's much higher than I expected.
The UK universities know how to make you feel at home. They know how to make you feel welcome. We've got a great health service, the NHS, which you can have access to as a student in the UK. World-renowned police force, crime levels are very low. You have this opportunity not just to learn about British culture, you'll have the opportunity to engage with students from all over the world.
Their English listening and speaking ability is not good enough, so it's pretty scary to go. With that, I guess you could tune into my channel.
Addie英文.
Or what other advice would you give them?
Well, tune into Addie英文. That's my first piece of advice. And like I said earlier, it's not important whether you sound like me or whether you sound like someone from the USA. It's that you can use English. Don't be afraid of using your English. There's lots of free resources on our website as well, free apps you can download, videos. We've got a free English test. If you're not ready to take IELTS yet, then you can take our APTIS test, which is very flexible. You can just assess your spoken English. You can just assess your written English. If you've left Taiwan and you're in the UK, but your English isn't quite good enough for your degree yet, universities will work with you, provide you a lot of support to get your English up to the level it needs to be for your degree course. That might be a pre-sessional course, or if you're kind of a lot further to go, you could do a foundation course where they're focusing on the English that you'll need for your specific degrees.
Do you have a top tip if they were to study in the UK?
One of the main reasons for studying overseas is that that exposure to different cultures, which will enrich your life in so many ways that you aren't even aware of right now. But to get the most of that, don't just hang out with your Taiwanese friends, which is very tempting to do because we said earlier it can be a little bit scary. Be brave. Go and hang out with all of your new English friends. Make friends with the diverse international student community in the UK. You'll get so much more from your time in the UK if you do, and you'll improve your English because you won't be talking Mandarin with your Taiwanese friends all the time.
好的，那今天非常感谢 Ralph 的时间啊，我们也是讨论了大家关于出国读书的各种问题，还有各种困难。如果你有想要出国留学一些相关的资讯，甚至 Ralph 也有讲到了很多 British Council 提供的线上资源啊，都非常的有用。我也会把所有的连结都附在影片的更多资讯。好，那这里面差不多结束了。如果喜欢的话，记得订阅、按赞。每个礼拜一的晚上7点会有新影片。And that's a wrap. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.